like shooty, like a booty and a shoe.
Right,
This is
exactly. A shirt and jacket. You got it. A 609-251. Jackets are having a moment in fashion, and we're thrilled to be able to offer this at a big deal price of
I've
$42.98.
never heard that word. As someone who has literally been in the fashion industry since 2000.
It might be something that QVC made up.
Two?
Yeah.
I love it. I was one of the first people to coin, and I'm taking credit for this, jegging. I did a segment during Fashion Week in like 2000 and maybe 6, and then even that anchor that I was on with was like, I've never heard that word, and I was like, well, anyway,
you heard it here first.
Loafers,
I take a couple of words that I've created.
Good.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that.
Connected it. Well, that one actually is my
love that.
nieces. When things are connected in multiples, they're
that.
connected in. All right, so let's talk about a loafer. This is connected into none of the stories that we just shared with you, but it is from Clarks. It's the leather loafer called Westland Bay. We're offering this in a combination of smooth leathers and suede, so you get that nubuck exclusively here at QVC for a limited time for only $77.98. Talk about having a moment. Any loafer silhouette, big time. And this has been for the last, I'd say, 5 or 6 years. And we're loving that we're locking into this now in Clark. So colors include the black, which is so cool. That has that texture.
This is the black multi.
Okay, the black multi, which is
like a tweed.
Tweed, exactly. And then down in front, you want to go here. This is your forest green. Next is your navy in the suede. We have the suede or nubuck in the burgundy. 2 dozen remaining, however, very limited. And then the smooth black, 100 of those, as well as your tan. And there are fewer than 100. We did originally start with medium and wide widths in this, but go to QVC.com to shop along, place your order, and you can see exactly what sizes are available.
Not any urgency, but this did sell out the last time, and I already know my cousin Shelly was eyeing the navy size 7, so I think I might get that to her. This is the Westland bottom. It's one of the newer styles for us. It's a light lug sole, so it has those little grooves. Such an on-trend fashion moment, but they're also practical. It gives you great grip and traction, a little bit of lift. This is just under 2 inches. It's like 1 inch and 5/8, I think.
Yeah.
Completely flexible. So it really modernizes that traditional loafer, and the leather, again, smooth leather, beautiful toe shape, that raised seam framing the toe box, and then instead of doing like a full-on, slit for the penny, we gave you that texture, that embossing going through the vamp. So much cushioning everywhere, in the back, in the front, in the ball of the foot. It's, again, the ultimate comfort footbed. This is a staple. This is what I know our customers wait for all year round, a must-have loafer. Suiting, and I wore mine with a hot pink suit because I was all about that look.
Getting ready for that doll movie.
To one of my book signings that unfortunately Jane went the wrong day. She came the week before.
I did. Oh, there it is. That's perfect. Yes.
It wasn't that cute though.
It was very cute. So true story. I drove 45 minutes to get to the book signing, and I get there and it was the wrong day. I called him like, am I in the wrong location? She's like, no, but you're at the wrong day.
But I was like, you created urgency too. Like, there's some buzz.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I had to work on the actual day, which I think I was just trying to manifest the book signing to be appropriate.
I would have come in.
I know, right?
But
anyway, we digress.
Yes.
So
perfect with suits, trousers, pants, everything.
Love it. And once again, when you slide into this, because of the quality of the leather, it is, a shoe that you don't have to wear a sock with. If you want a no-show, then get it. If you want to wear a legging, a tight or knee-high or something underneath, you can. But these feel so good on the inside, the way that they're proportioned and made. You don't really need anything else. So I've got a couple updates. Scott, remind me again of what you said. The burgundy is completely sold out.
Oh, no.
Forest green is now last call. Navy or tan, there are only 3 dozen remaining of those. Black, we have 6 dozen, and then just a few more available in the black multi, which is a leather and textile combo.
Yes. It's like a tweed herringbone
Right.
combo, really beautiful. Look, I know everyone waits for a loafer from
Sure.
Clarks, so
Yeah.
this is, don't wait.
We do. I mean, and here's the thing, like, this goes back to before I feel like it was really back in fashion in a big way with the timeless loafer.
Oh, for
Which-
sure.
That has to be at least 10 years old now.
Yeah.
So this is, again, what Clarks does. They do comfort, they do fashion, and they're doing it today exclusively at a really great price, $77.98 for this loafer. And it's available medium and wide width, so please don't forget to ask about that. A 613377 is your item number. All right, we're going to talk about Amy's boot that she's excited about next. You can stand right out there so we can see it on your beautiful legs. And I love your dress. That's
This
so
is
cute.
circa 2012, and I just want to emphasize that good things like Clarks, if you take good care,
Right. They are always,
they always circle back.
It's the truth. Well, this is the Clarks Collection leather ankle. All right, so this is available, but we will not have time for a full presentation. The leather ankle boot called Carly Lane. This is where you get into more of that classic rugged desert boot style from Clark, but it's, of course, the easy zip up. Lots of details on that. Sale price, $88.98. 3 payments of $29.66 on a credit card. All right, and we're going to keep it moving. Suzanne has slipped into the Clarks Collection leather slip-on Cora Charm. Cora might look familiar because the upper was very similar to one that we did, but then the bottom, the outsole, is the Ashland, which has been around.
This is so important because, I'm not the best on social media, as I'm sure everyone has noticed.
Well, no, there's only one person that's worse. That would be me.
Well, I sometimes, when I try to reply, it doesn't post, and I don't know why. I'll check that. But since we're here today, I'd like to just make the announcement. I get this asked a lot. What is similar to the Ashland bottom? Some of you who are maybe new to the brand don't know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who are really looking for an update to a style we did a few years ago, which is now retired, called the Ashland, please check out the Cora Charm. And lucky for you, we have 2 Cora styles
in the show. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is new, and since we introduced it, 3,000, close to 3,000 shoes placed or orders placed. So this is your navy, obviously. We offer it in the dark brown, and we have it in the black for you. And what I love about this is that combination of leather and neoprene in the upper, which is very similar to, like I said, one of the styles that we offered years ago. And then, of course, that Ashland. I also love that if you know the brand, and you know that this is a footbed that you can wear comfortably every day, then this is that shoe. And now the only difference is what they've done on top, but it's also very familiar. And it's an easy slip-in type shoe that you can wear with just about anything. So we do offer this in medium and wide width, sizes 5 through 10, whole and half sizes, size 11 and 12 in both medium and wide.
You know what's so great, and I've said this a lot, when you're looking for a great leather shoe, sometimes you're like, I don't want a ballet flat, I don't want a loafer, I don't want a sneaker, I want just a shoe, just a nice leather shoe. That is what this style is. The Cora Charm is a beautiful leather, and it comes nice and high up your foot because we added that neoprene. So even though that just looks cool and it's a real style statement, it's also very functional. Look at the stretch. Look at it moving with you. You also have that padding in the top line. So it's not, again, at Clarks, I think what we do so well is we blend art and function, and we also make sure that those comfort features blend seamlessly into the style. So look at that leather. It is so premium. But for those of you who love the Ashland, this is that same bendables technology, and we're actually working on a new animation for that, which is exciting. Completely flexible right out of the box.
And it still has that comfort footbed inside as well. So you get lots of padding from stem to stern. You know, for the professional woman that really needs a tailored shoe, but on the days you don't necessarily need to be elevated,
Exactly.
maybe you've got to go from one office to the next, and you're walking it, kind of hoofing it, getting off the train and having to go places.
Yeah.
This is what you wear. You don't need to put that sneaker on to do all that walking when you have a shoe like this. And yet, if you get to the meeting and don't have time to change, guess what? You don't have to.
No.
Because this shoe is polished and it looks beautiful. And you can tell when you see a leather shoe that has that beautiful finish that that's a quality shoe. It's a polishable shoe.
Yes.
And that's something that, again, if you're looking for longevity, get a pair of shoes just like men do that you can polish and bring back to this beautiful luster. And that's one of the things that you can count on for
Funny
Clarks.
you say that. I was looking at a leather bag, and it's really beautiful, but it's an investment, and I was really eyeing the leather because I was like, I know leather at this point. It's been almost 12 years. But at Clarks, we work with the finest tanneries. So we work with the Leather Working Group. It's an organization, a nonprofit organization that surveys all the tanneries and decides, are they using sustainable practices, ethical practices, great quality. Ours is a gold medal rated leather.
That's awesome.
So know that you're getting something that's beautiful, that is, something that's going to last. And I love that Suzanne's just wearing it, again, in a style of pant that shows off the shoe. And again, a ballet flat, maybe it's just never going to be enough.
And if you're someone who has foot issues, like, let's put that out there. I've got bunions. Ballet flats don't always look great on me because my foot is ill-shapen. Also, they don't always fit. So a shoe that's cut a little bit higher up on the vant, one that has that padded neoprene, it just makes more sense. It's a sensible shoe, like not a sneaker, not a ballet flat. It is a classic shoe, and it's one that you don't have to have laces to secure. You can slide into this. You don't have anything to worry about in terms of the bells and whistles, hardware that might not coordinate with what you're wearing. It is just a clean, beautiful leather focused shoe on a bottom, an update from one that you have loved for years. If you are someone who loves to, just like your black pants, get multiple pairs, then here's your opportunity. I implore you to take advantage of the Easy Pay. It's $26.99 on your credit card. You could get 2 or 3 pair and pay for them in 3 monthly installments so that you have a whole new collection of shoes that you can wear with everything in your wardrobe. So we started with 5,000 of these. There are 500 remaining in each choice. So half the quantity is gone. Here's the navy blue, and that is a true navy. I'll put it next to the black just in case, just so you can see the difference. It's clearly navy blue, clearly black. And then we also have this rich chocolate brown. I'm going to say again, our today's special value from NYDJ, there's a coffee color that has been the most popular today. This would be a great shoe to wear with that. A 616970 is your item number. We're going to take away your driver's license. All right. So let's talk about another boot. Ever going to wear a heel, get it from Clarks, because you're going to get the comfort from stem to stern, as we always love to say. A 616976 is your item number. All right, so here's the other Cora. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's an hour of Clarks with Jane and Amy. The Cora is the update to the always popular Ashland outsole. And this Cora also has very similar looks to one of our older unlooped styles. So it's kind of the hybrid between the two.
Fantastic.
Very affordable at $74.98. Not for anything. Unstructured was a lot more. They were in the 150. I know. I can't even imagine now. But this is beautiful. Pebble leather grain shoe. Once again, black or dark brown. Sizes 5 through 11 in your medium widths, whole and half sizes to size 10, and then your 7 to size 10 whole and half size and size 11 in the wide.
Yeah, this is again my, what is it called, a PSA? Like a
public service announcement.
If you loved the Ashland, please try the Cora Harbor. This is quintessential Clarks. This is a style for our core customer who, again, just wants a beautiful premium leather shoe. What the difference between the Ashland and the Cora is honestly on the same mold. This is much more streamlined. I feel like the Ashland was very round, and the outsole kind of stood out a little bit more. To me, this is really refined and beautiful, but it's still all those elements you love. So that bendable footbed, that beautiful tumbled leather, and I love when we do an asymmetrical stitch right over the top. It's really flattering. This is gore on the medial side, and then a little mini zip. This is also very similar to a style called the Ashland Lane, which was actually the boot I auditioned with.
Is that what?
12 years ago.
Yeah. I remember the bubble, but I don't remember what the lane.
Oh, the Ashland Bubble was a loafer.
A loafer.
I have a very selective memory. I mean, like, I know you bought the Timeless in like 5 colors.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
So this is again something. What are you going to wear to those football games? What are you going to wear with your jeans? Trick or treating, volunteering, going to the book fairs. I mean, this is the shoe you are going to live in. And this fall in particular, which I am totally on board with, I think we are moving a little bit more away from athleisure. There's still a super big place for athleisure, and no one's going to take my joggers away. But I love that on the occasions when you're like, I'd rather wear a leather shoe than a tennis shoe or a gym shoe with my little jean sweater outfit. This is where you go.
It's so clean, just that side zipper. Again, to slide into this, you probably don't even need to open that zipper, but if you do, it's there for you. Love that you did a little bit of a contrast stitching here, so it really kind of highlights some of the architecture in the shape of the shoe. But that rounded toe box, designed again to give you maximum wiggle room for the toes, with or without your no-show socks, with or without your tights, or with or without a knee-high or any type of other hosiery. This is going to be comfortable, fully lined on the inside. A 518584 is your item number. Sale price under $75. $74.98 is the sale price, so get it now. Suzanne, once again, showing a little ankle with the pants intentionally. I love it. And then putting this on as the finishing piece. It's classic, classy. Once again, we used to talk about my daughter, Lauren, always having to, take the train to work, and she still does. Of course, since, post-pandemic, she only has to travel into the city once a week. But still, when you're, hoofing it from that train, you gotta, have something comfortable on, and yet not having to worry about carrying a second pair of shoes is important. And she chooses Clarks most of the time. Not only that, because it's an investment in something that will be around for a long time. So you can pay a little bit more for a shoe from the beginning and know that you're getting 200 years of great quality and craftsmanship behind the name. And of course, something that you can stand in and be comfortable in all day.
It's so true. I mean, we're really in the thick of planning, and 2025 is the 200th year. So we're hoping to do a live show.
I think we should do it
Street England.
Yeah. I'll be the one to go.
Everyone.
I volunteer.
I'll go. I got to go to Street England 2 Aprils ago, and it's breathtaking. It's like it's still the same office. It has electricity now, and a little bit of like air ventilation. We've just
indoor
expanded, But even the rooms, like they're tiny because back then, like the bathrooms, everything was so much smaller. But you are getting a brand that has such a strong heritage. And also, I was just thinking, as someone from California with family still on the West Coast, maybe you don't need a boot ever.
Right.
Like you're that lucky, which I used to be.
But 1,100 of these ordered. But when I was in Napa, I was surprised at how many people were there in boots. Because it's a mountain area, and it gets cool at night and cool in the morning. So you might find that these are perfect. But to your point, in the Sun Belt, in Florida, in southern part of the United States, it might not be boot weather for you. This would be a good option for you. So keep that in mind. Just 2 colors. We kept it simple. I once again encourage you, if this looks like the shoe you're going to want to wear every single day, get the black so you've got something for all your cool tones that you're wearing, and then get your brown so when you want to change it up with something that's still a little bit dark but a little warmer, you've got that option as well. A 518584, 1,200 orders now placed on that. That is the Cora Harbor, again, based on that updated Ashland footbed. All right, still to come in the show, We have the leather slip-on called Juliet Gem. This one gives you that asymmetrical upper, a little bit higher cut vant,
Right.
nice heel, little dressier version of a slip-on shoe. So that'll be coming up in just a few minutes, under $60, $59.98, a 607752. But get ready, because it is time. It's time.
It's like resting as you normally would.
Exactly. And you can see the effect of what that is when your toes don't have room to spread out. That's when
Thank you for doing
starts.
that. I know that was hard to find,
Thanks,
so
Scott.
thank you.
All right. Oh, Zach, thank you. All right. So here's the way we started the show. It was the Clarks leather ruched ankle boot called Caroline Orchid. 700 orders placed on that. Sale price $82.98. Three easy pays of $27.66. That's a 523275.
Wow, I couldn't tell that was a 3.
Huh?
Should I get my eyes checked? That's far away.
It is a 3.
No, I know. I wouldn't have seen it. I can't
okay.
see that.
You can't see that
it's a bad day.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm surprised I made it through the show because I forgot my contact
No
lens.
way. And you could see that?
I can.
Maybe you should rethink wearing them.
No, because
It's
the
up
problem
close.
is I can't see what it says here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the Juliet Gem, which we gave you a little preview of. I think it's a little dressier version of a slip-on. So this one has a little bit more taper overall, but it's still going to have the space for your toes. We're offering this in 3 colors for you. So that is the navy, clearly. In the center here, we have the burgundy leather. And then in front of Amy, we have the black. We're offering these at a price of $59.98, 20% off the regular QVC price. That's a huge deal. And if you want to pick these up, now's the time to do it. Get them in multiples because we have medium and wide width sizes 5 through 10, whole and half sizes 11 and 12. And what this is that classic, Clarks silhouette, a little bit more dressy, a little bit more elevated.
Sorry, I'm laughing because Suzanne has run back and forth.
Yeah.
No. In pointy toe, the Catalina Glow. I know we're not on that shoe, but I just wanted to prove how comfortable if she could run. But we are on the Juliet Gem. This is a true gem. I think it reminds me the most of the Timeless, that loafer that you loved, that had that beautiful kind of square and then a little round toe shape, the smooth leather with the neoprene. So this, going back to your point about bunions, I know it's not glamorous to talk about.
Right.
How friendly is this?
It's bunion
right
friendly.
Where you would have that pain, this is going to stretch. This is neoprene. Even though it looks beautiful and we worked it into the design, that is for all my friends out there who really need a style. Like, I honestly believe this black one is so dressy. You could easily wear this to a black tie event. I think with a beautiful pair of slacks, a nice blazer maybe.
Jumpsuit.
A jumpsuit. This is going to be that dress up, dress down. And you can wear it just as Alicia is with jeans. I'm just pointing that out because maybe you saw the pointy toe and you're like, I really don't think I could do that. Here's where you go. It is our ultimate comfort footbed. It is so padded and cushioned. It's got that kind of a microfiber, so it's going to wick away moisture. So if you're going to wear it barefoot now on the warmer days and then pair this with a tight later, you can. It's strategic padding underfoot right where you need it. So again, everywhere you step, there is comfort, and it's only a 1-inch heel, so very walkable heel height.
Right. And, clean. And that's the other thing. No hardware. So I know Amy has always been one who wants the hardware to match with whatever jewelry you're wearing. It is. So if you don't have any, then you don't have to worry about that. It can be worn with everything. If this is your everyday.
But I believe in that so much that I just saw this leather bag that I've been visiting. I'm just like my mother and my mother's daughter. I visit things before I make an investment. Okay. And it has no hardware, and I think that's the biggest selling feature for me.
I think you should get it. I don't think there's any reason to continue visiting it. Just make it a permanent addition.
Do you want to contribute to the bag?
No, I don't. No chance.
As I digress, that's why I do think there is something to be said when a beautiful shoe doesn't have a buckle, doesn't have a tie. It's just, it doesn't even have a slit.
Well,
it's just
and here's
very
the thing. I'm going to be honest. I'm hiding behind this table because I was not able to get any of the shoes pulled in my size, and it's because they do make them, but we don't carry all of them in the warehouse. But the shoe that I'm wearing, which is a Clarks shoe,
and it's
and
beautiful.
honestly,
I remember it
I
very
hope
well.
that they will come back with this style.
Yeah, I love the
It's
knot.
a very
It is
similar.
similar.
It's a slip-on, a little bit higher back. Now look at this shoe. This shoe has got to be
At least
10
years old.
At least 10 years old.
I think that was
and
my first.
It is absolutely. There might be a little scuff or two on the toe, but honestly, this is why you buy Clarks shoes, because they last forever.
So true.
They really wear beautifully. And the shoe I'm wearing, I would put in the same category.
Yeah.
It's that, like, wear it with jeans, wear it with a skirt or dress, put it on with a legging or a tight, wear it with the dress pant if you need a little bit more buttoned up kind of look for a suit.
Right.
All of the above will be the kind of shoe. And this actually is a shoe that I have in two colors. I have
You practice what
metallic.
you
I
preach.
do practice what I preach.
Yes.
I have it in the metallic finish. So as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, you know what? I know I'm going to need that navy because I love wearing blue when I'm wearing denim. Burgundy has had such a moment in all categories of fashion, so you want definitely to have that. And black goes without saying. We
Your
need
place
the black
of worship, holidays.
Right. At $59.98.
Wow.
Seriously, that's such a good price. 700 orders now placed on the Juliet Gem. A 607752 is your item number. So listen, go to QVC.com to check out all of the Clarks shoes, items recently on air, so that you can see everything that we had in our show. Are you going to be back a little bit later
This is
on?
my last of a 7-day streak,
good
so
for
I
you.
might go visit the bag.
Okay, go visit the
And
bag.
then go get my children.
Tell the kids I said hello.
Yes. Can we do this again?
I'd love to.
So fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank
All right.
you.
So now I'm throwing it back over to Terry, who's going to take you shopping with a look at her today's special value. I'll see you again at 1 p.m. Eastern. Terry.